Hey again, guys. Today is a rare day where both my voice is not too hoarse from teaching, and I actually have 5 items here. So I guess it's time for a mailbag. Let's get right into it. Some of these packages have to be opened in order, and you'll see why shortly. But this one here, ordered August 28th, received September 2nd, $11.70, is actually a double. So there was this one, and then this one came a few days after. And this is basically a stock item. It will be included in some near future, I hope, projects. But basically, these are 120 millimeter fans. This should be a 4-pack. And typically, here in Canada, it's like $6 or $7 is the cheapest per fan you can get, unless you pick up these Cooler Master 4-packs on sale. And what had happened is this 4-pack went on sale, back order sale on Amazon for $15, and then before I even got it, it went on sale again for $11.70, whatever you saw there, taxes included. And so what I did is I ordered another one, and then I was like, wait a minute, why don't I just cancel the last one and order 2? Now I'll have these in stock. So yeah, these will be used for projects, but also they'll be used for, putting into PCs and stuff. So we've got some screws. Ew. It's got the nasty ketchup and mustard cables, but that's what they are. They're value. Ooh, yeah, they sure are value fans. Nothing too much to see here. I've got 8 of them now. I ordered these quite a while ago now, but yeah, I've got 8, so it should be everything I would ever need. And if I need more, then I can just set up an alert for next time they're on sale. So nothing too much to see here, but I wanted to open these first because we might need them once we open either the next or the couple next packages. So let's take a look. This here would be that next one, $25.31, August 11th to September 3rd. I don't know if you can read that, but it says computer cooling cooler. And this is for the experiments with the thermal electric coolers coming up. This should be... Oh no. This is not exactly what I had ordered. It's close, but not exactly. I had ordered this with pipe fittings on it, not threaded holes. So this is a 240 mil radiator. At least it should be. It looks like it's made of aluminum if I'm looking on the inside here. But yeah, there was supposed to be hose barbs coming out of there, so that means I'm going to have to buy hose barbs. I'm a little disappointed. But so yeah, this is for water cooling, and I'm just looking, and it looks like it's supposed to come in here, flow through, come down this tank, and then flow up and then out. But we just got to make sure that there's actually a wall in the middle there. Because if there's no wall here, that means coolant will just flow randomly. Okay, there is a wall there. So yeah, so that means I have to figure out what kind of fittings I need now. Usually they're the British standard fittings. One thing I didn't know is that there's such a large gap between the casement here and where the fins are. I guess that makes sense to put screws in, but yeah, I thought it'd be a little bit thicker. Let's see if the fans line up on this. So here are those Cooler Master fans I just got. They look like they line up, so that should work. So probably more like this. The fittings will be on the bottom. And if it's set in this direction, the fans will be blowing through that way. Yeah, you know, not really impressed. It's not really that fancy. Also got to make sure that these holes are the right size. Definitely the fans screws are not going to fit in there because they're thick. They're made for going into the plastic here, into big holes in the chassis. Yeah, that's not going to work. So I did get a bunch of M3 hardware. Maybe that's M3. This is just a random M3 fastener here. Yeah, that will work. So either I can trim these down or I can get slightly shorter ones. But that'll hold in place, which is all that's really important. I'm going to have to do a water tightness check. But yeah, this thing, it's not too bad. It's not great. So it's nothing special, but it's nothing too terrible either. I can't wait to see how much cooling potential this thing has, but looking at it now, it doesn't seem all that crazy. Oh well, if you want to see these things in action, make sure you are subscribed. Let's go on to the next one. Next up is this one here that was sent to my P.O. box. There's a few companies that have been wanting to send me stuff, but it's been so long. I don't know exactly which one this is. I think most of them just saw the shipping to Canada and decided, yeah, maybe it's not worth it. But there's one that I'm really excited about, and I don't know if it's this. Nope, this is another one. Okay, so this I know exactly what this is. It does say it on here. This is a product you can get on Amazon. There'll be a link in the description. I'm going to do a full review of this unit. First and foremost, hard case. Well, sort of semi-hard case, I guess. User manual. Very good. Let's open this up. Have a first look and first power on. Okay, there it is. This is the Kaiweets, I don't know, HT112B. Oh wow, this is extremely slim. This is a very small meter. Ooh, is that a flashlight? There's an NCV, so non-contact voltage detector. I'll leave the peel on for the review video. But it's like, the whole front is like a piece of plastic or glass, like a smartphone. It's got these little probe holes there. Don't know if it uses standard probes. There's a battery for it. Guess we have to peel the backing off of it. Yeah, this thing is absolutely tiny. Screwdriver. It says it's fused. Hope it's fused. Okay, it needs 2 batteries. Did they just include one? Maybe it only needs one, but it can take 2. Oh no, there's the other one. Okay. There's one. I'm not sure if they're in parallel. Could use 6 volts. Yeah, not in parallel. Okay. Oh, I heard a beep to life. Ooh. Interesting. Oh, the light's on. Well, it's not particularly bright. This is going to be an interesting filming challenge because you guys will be sort of seeing reflection the whole time. Let's measure something though. We can't just leave it without measuring one item, at least. Put it back in its rubber case here. Maybe I will do the peel actually. There we go. pretty nice. It's a little weird because it's got the buttons on it. I'm not used to that yet. Let's see about the probes here. Moderately sharp. But yeah, I think it uses these little, 2mm bananas maybe? Small probes. Generic hole. Oh boy, it doesn't, the casement doesn't line up particularly well. Oh, that is interesting. Okay, and I guess they sit flat like that, and then you guys can see. So what's it gonna do now? Look at that, there's continuity right off the bat. Oh, it's a bit sluggish there. Has a backlight too, I think. Yeah, backlight's on. Okay, well, very interesting. I can't wait to give this a shot. It should be decent. I mean, if it does what it needs to do, it should be decent. But yeah, no guarantees. I have not played with this yet, so just you'll have to be subscribed for the review. Let's go on to the next one. Next one up is this Elegoo package. This was also sent to me by the company. This one sent by Elegoo themselves. One of my really good performing videos is the what to buy for absolute beginners. And on that video, a lot of the comments are like, well, what about Amazon starter kits? And so Elegoo reached out and said, we have starter kits on Amazon. Why don't you try one of ours? And that's what this is. So basically, this is one of their starter kits, the Project Super Starter Kit with the Uno board. And they sent it over for me to take a look at it. And if it's any good at all, I would recommend it. So, very nice. Look at that. Super Starter Kit Uno R3. Comes well packaged. It's like bubble packaged. Let's see what's in here. Ooh, very nice. Nice CD. Okay, some people still have CD drives. I certainly don't, but I have a laptop with a CD drive. A branded Uno R3 with a dip chip. Really good. The one complaint I would have is that it uses the old like printer style USB type B, I think. But that's fine. What do we have here? We have a breadboard shield. We have some LEDs. We have some buttons, some LDRs, diodes. We have a chippy, 2 chippies. We have a 74HC959. And we have I can't see what the other one is, but we have 2 buzzers. We have a tilt switch, a vibration switch. We have a 9-volt battery. They don't have to include this, but it's actually a really good idea that they did. USB cable, some jumper leads, always recommended to have. We've got the LCD here, 1602, I believe, the LCD. I can see actually they have a packing list on here. Infrared remote, a joystick with a handle for it over here. Have a 9-volt connector, actually a decent one, nice plastic one, not one of those like kind of strip ones. A little fan to put a load on the motor. I got the motor, ultrasonic sensor, servo, always good, a stepper motor driver, a stepper motor, a whole bunch of little resistors, very nice, a breadboard, their own breadboard, look at that, Elegoo breadboard. I want to see what an Elegoo breadboard looks like. Ooh, it's fancy. It doesn't have that weird like banana curve that my Chinese ones have. Look at that. Elegoo sticker, and there's an Elegoo etching in there. It's too small in the viewfinder, but it's actually etched Elegoo in there. And some more different jumpers. We got a breadboard power supply, another Elegoo branded one. Very nice. 10K trimmer pot. DHT11 sensor. Very nice. LCD, or sorry, 7 segment. Another 7 segment. This one's solo. Infrared receiver. A relay. Now that's an interesting choice. I'm actually really happy they sent a relay with this. That's awesome. It looks like that is the handle for the pot. So all in all, this kit is actually really not that expensive. I have to check on Amazon, but when they suggested they would send this, it was like $30 or something like that. Maybe you can get all of this for cheaper, but in one-off quantities, I'm not sure about that. And honestly, 2-day shipping, because it's available on Amazon, so Prime shipping. 2-day shipping does have its merits, and I would say I know more people that are impatient rather than me, who is patient. So I would say that for a lot of people, Amazon is their option, their best option. And so it'll be interesting to see this kit and how it performs, because I really want to recommend something for everyone. If someone wants to build their own kit from parts from eBay, then I want to help them do that. And if people want to just use parts from Amazon, like this Elegoo starter kit, if it's any good, I'm going to say that they just go and do that. I think the important thing here is to make stuff. And if it's easier for you to get stuff on Amazon, then make stuff with Amazon stuff. You know what I mean? So I'm going to try to get this all back in the box, and we can move on to the last item. Yeah, I think that's the last item. We're going to move on to the last... Oh, this was from my bench. Move on to the last item, and then we will see what we have. And today's final item is this one here. August 11th to September 2nd. $33.16. When I pull this out, you're going to say that this is very expensive, but it's actually very cheap. And this is something like the 4th one of these objects that I've tried to order. They've all got lost in the mail, and they all had to be refunded. This is a solar panel. So this one's pretty small. But yeah, I've ordered a couple of solar panels over the years, and they've always ended up getting lost in the post. I think there's somebody at my local post office here that has a solar farm, and he's just taking this stuff for themselves. I saw this on a flash deal from Banggood, so I figured I would jump on it. Banggood is now charging for shipping, $5 per item, 5 something per item to ship to Canada. But a lot of other companies are also charging for shipping, so it's a little bit more evened out now. And honestly, their shipping is much quicker compared to eBay. So you win some, you lose some. So here we've got accessories. Here we've got some clips, sort of carabiners, but they almost feel hollow because they're so light. Sorry for the crinkly plastic. We got here a dual USB charger. We will put this to its paces. We've got a cigarette lighter plug with a barrel jack, which connects up to the panel, I assume. Yeah, sure does. Okay, so those two. Some alligator clips, but this must be the thinnest wire. It's not written on it, but yeah. I think if anything, I would salvage these clips and get a little bit more high current wire. Although this is not a big panel. I think it's 18 watts, and If it's 18 watts, then it's actually 18 watts. Something like that. Here we have a single female barrel to a double male. And here we have the opposite shape of cigarette lighter plug. I guess this is for using this to charge up your vehicle, for example. And this is it here. It is a flexible panel. The glass looks the coating looks frosted. So I'm not sure how efficient this is going to be. I know you're not supposed to bend it a lot, so I can bend it a bit, but not too much. It also has this box with the connections on the other side, so you can't actually put this flat on a surface. I also thought it would come with suction cups, but that does not seem to be the case. I think they want you to use these carabiners to hook it up sort of like this, you know, either up at an angle or whatever. That's interesting. We have access to a multimeter here, and I have a lot of studio lighting, so we can check how much voltage is coming out of here. Probably not a lot, but we can at least know if it's functioning. This one here actually has a barrel as well, so I could plug this in here and just grab probes on the other side. Bring in this little guy. Don't know if you'll see it off to the side there, but hopefully. We'll bring in these guys. My workspace is a complete mess, but you guys aren't new to hearing that. Here and here. And we're going to put that in volts. And let's see what comes out of this end. Should be able to poke this through. Yeah, I can poke that through. That'll be reversed. I'm just going to poke the other one through. Okay, so there's no good way of doing this. Here, there we go. Take that around like this. It's not blocking most of the... Here, I'll see if I can turn on that light for you. Does that help? A little bit. Okay. So here we go. Just open circuit voltage. Wow, 12 volts. That's not too bad. That's not bad at all. Let's short it and see how much current we can get. Now that current won't be at 12 volts. It will sink 6 milliamps. That's why we're getting such high voltage. We're not getting any current out of it. Well, that's pretty cool. I purposely kept this one for last because we're going to have to go out into the wild, the outdoors, shudder just to think of it, in order to get some sun to do some testing on this. And I just didn't want to lead you on to think that we're going to be doing this at the end of the video. This thing will have to be its own separate video because right now it's evening time. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but at the very least, we're getting a figure out of this. It is giving us roughly 12 volts and should go down as I cover parts of it, and it does. There's a big difference here. Maybe if I even get some lights a little bit closer. Yeah, there it is. I wish I had a flashlight handy. I do have a flashlight handy. Let's see if we can affect the voltage. We can. So the voltage is climbing up to, you know, nearly 13, just above 13. So we are generating voltage with it. We just don't have very much current to go with it. So yeah, this will have to be outside, open sun, and see how much we can pull from it. See if we can charge batteries with it even. Make sure you're subscribed for that. And all this wonderful stuff makes up today's mailbag. I want to give a special thanks to my Patreon patrons because you guys are being patient with me. I don't have as much time to make videos while I am teaching. I'm really happy to have you guys, and I promise I'll be making some more videos now that I have sort of stuff laying around that I want to and need to get to. And I also want to especially thank the people who have been listening to the new Simple Electronics podcast. Can be found on this channel, any of your podcast providers. The first 2 episodes are up at the time of this recording. And any feedback is good feedback. Let me know what you think of that. And for the rest of you, thank you so much for watching.